It's Sports Frenzy! Sports Frenzy! So we're basically like a podcast tonight. This is season 6, episode 8, the audio edition of the recap show. At this point, Rose and I are pulling our hair out. It's absolutely ridiculous, the difficulties we're having. So we're sorry. Bear with us, everyone. It's going to be audio only, and we're not even going to make that big of a deal out of it. We'll get you through your picks, and we'll call it a night because I'm frustrated, and so is Rose.
Yes, that makes two of us. I'm tired. I just got off of work. Just wanted this to work, but no,
I don't
get it to work.
No. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with our picture, so I'm sorry, everybody. But we'll get you through the picks so everybody knows what's going on here. So with that being said, your audio edition only. Maybe we can throw up a copy of the sheets or something. I don't know. Hey, how about some scores? Opening up with high school football. We have Buchanan over Hillsdale. I forgot how to pronounce that name. It's 34-31 was your score there. What do you got for us, Rose?
So Hillsdale was eliminated from the playoffs.
Yes, Hillsdale is done.
Next up, we have to 23. So Ida moves on. Next week, Ida is going to be playing Roba Chud, which we'll cover that team here in a second here. So
these are some interesting named schools we got going on here.
Yes, they are.
One of two things. These are some interesting named schools, or Jamie Rose and I have no idea how to pronounce these names.
A little bit of both.
All right, next up we have last year, Rose, was the defending champions, and Clinton knocked them off.
Oh, wow.
14-10. So congratulations, Clinton. The streak continues.
Yes. Next week, Clinton has Madison Heights.
Ooh.
Next up, we have Morenci destroying Lenawee Christian 44-15. And Morenci next week will face Whiteford.
This was one of the games that Rose and I went different on.
Yes, it is. Speaking of which, Tim got the title belt. Tim won 19-12. I had as the final.
I am wearing a bunch of shiny title belts tonight that you can't see.
You can't see them. Now next up we have Roba Chud.
I'll go with Robichaud.
Okay, we'll go with that. Defeats Columbia Central 50-37.
Ripping to pieces, giving them no chance at all. 42-0 over Everest Collegiate.
Our Lady of the Lake next week will face Sterling Heights Parkway Christian. Moving on to some NCAA football. Michigan squeaks by Minnesota 29-26.
No.
It's Georgia 27-3.
Adrian College gets a win over Hope College 14-13. This was a squeaker game as well.
What was the score?
14-13.
Another squeaker. St. Ambrose defeats Siena Heights 20-19.
Squeaker. Zero.
The Ottawa Senators defeat the Detroit Red Wings 3-1.
The Minnesota Wild get a squeaker of a win over the Chicago Blackhawks. Jamie Rose gets his squeaker game of the week,
yes.
5-4.
And as you recall, Tim, I did say that this game was going to be a 1-goal difference, and it was going to be won in regulation.
You did. You did!
Mets.
It's 3-point bonus game. It's 3-point bonus game. Yeah.
The New York Mets defeat the Kansas City Royals 9-3. But last night, the Kansas City Royals defeated the New York Mets to win the World Series.
Ball action. We have the Pistons getting a big win over the Chicago Bulls. 96-94 in OT. This was a squeaker win in OT.
That it was.
Congratulations, Pistons. This
State.
was also a game that Rose and I went differently on.
The Golden State Warriors defeat the Houston Rockets 112-92.
And your early morning London Kansas City Chiefs over your Detroit Lions 45-10.
And you're
3 points. 3-point bonus game.
Yeah. Which I watched this game last night. The Denver Broncos put a
Wake up,
whooping
Peyton.
on the Green Bay Packers, 29-10.
And to finish things up, your NASCAR race of the week. Talk about disappointing. Joey Logano was inches away from getting his 4th win when he was taken out by Matt Kenseth on purpose. To prevail for the victory, after like all the lead cars are pretty much taken out, you got Jeff Gordon as your number 1 winner, James McMurray your number 2 car, and Danny Hamlin in number 3.
Yep.
Consequences are supposedly going to be coming down for Matt Kenseth, as they're discussing right now what should be done about his deliberate attack on Joey Logano.
Dirty play, that's for sure. And then as Joey Logano's car spun around, Matt Kenseth sped up. So I think I don't know if he was trying to hurt Joey Logano or just take his car out of the race, but either way, he's going to be in some trouble.
He was deliberately trying to take him out. It was ridiculous.
Yeah. Let's see. So, Go 49ers tight end Vernon Davis. So it looks like the Broncos are making some moves before the trade deadline.
Stockpiling, getting ready for the You want to get to the Super Bowl.
Ohio State's quarterback J.T. Barrett was arrested this past weekend for driving under the influence, and was already handed a 1-game suspension, but I know. I was.
How about suspending for the rest of the season or something?
I think a 1-game suspension's a little weak for driving under the influence.
And taking away part of his scholarship money, please.
Yeah.
That's really going to hurt him.
Congratulations goes to the, like we said, the 2015 Major League Baseball World Series champion, the Kansas City Royals. Triple H is they have the Kansas City Royals logo right there. It's pretty cool. It's on the blog.
Is it just belt for the whole team, or are they doing like a series of belts for the whole team?
I don't know. Not sure.
That's pretty cool.
It just right now they just got one picture. It wouldn't surprise me if it was just one for the team. Denver Broncos, like we said, are still perfect.
5 teams remain.
Hawaii fires head coach What do you think about? Is it time for the Lions to fire Jim Caldwell?
Oh, geez, I don't know. This guy, he's this is a rebuilding year for Detroit, so he doesn't have half the guys he had last year.
Yeah.
So everybody's like, well, they were so good last year. I'm willing to give him another shot yet. I think he might have to clean house as far as his staff goes, but
I think it's a little too early yet to fire him. I mean, this is quite yet.
and I don't know about you, but I don't really feel like paying another coach just to be leaving the team. I mean,
Right. Yep.
we're still paying the last two coaches that coached here, so give the
Um,
guy a chance.
yeah. Let's see. We have for the chase grid. If the next uh, bracket were to start, the top four to advance would be right now Jeff Gordon, Kyle Busch, and actually Joey Logano.
So he is down there, and what he would be out.
Well, because we've only had one race. Basically, the way it worked for the next guys to move on to the next grid, they all basically start at the same number of points for this Eliminator 8. For these 8 guys, they all start at the same number of points. So
How many races do we have in this series?
3.
3. Okay, so
Like for instance, this will tell you for the next series, Jeff Gordon's already in it.
yeah, he
He
advanced to the next round
he
because
already
of that.
advanced to the next round. So Jeff Gordon could drive horribly for the next 2 races, and he's already set for the next round. So
Right.
it's not over yet though. So still got next week. It's gonna be Texas, and then the week after that is gonna be Phoenix. Race, and that'll decide who our champion for the year will be in
And
NASCAR.
then they take a couple months off and go right back at it again.
To do, I posted this. This was kind of funny. I don't know if you saw it. It says, "Watching the Lions play is like watching the movie Titanic, and every Sunday, and rooting for the ship. Go ship, go! Get past it." Baltimore's Ravens wide receiver Steve Smith Sr. Wrestling fans out there. Apparently, Jerry Lawler and his girlfriend were involved in a car accident. Reported a knee injury and bruises to her face, but both
Ooh.
she and Lawler are in stable condition and now home resting. Jerry Lawler says, "I'm fine, but Lauren is pretty banged up. We had taken care of the trick-or-treaters and went for pizza right near the minute from my house, and I got the green arrow to make a left turn. I started making the turn, and I saw the car coming, not slowing down at all. The driver ran a red light." Lawler continued to say Lauren was in the ER for 4 hours. Her face is really, really swollen on the left side. They also put her in a leg brace and knee immobilizer. I think she has a concussion because this morning when she got up, she fell down and saw stars and black spots.
Oh,
So
wow.
we video you posted of the Duke game there of the 8 laterals, I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Well, it's so amazing that the officiating crew has been suspended for 2 games, being said that it was so many things they should have called there. But here's what I got to say about that. What last play of the game have you see this all the time sometimes in the last play of the game where these guys are throwing the ball forward? Wait, what do we do now? Nobody tackled the dude. Usually the dude gets tackled or the ball falls on the ground and the game's over or whatever. But this time that didn't happen. So, but the officiating crew has been suspended for 2 games, Rose.
You know, I watched that clip a couple of times, and I didn't see anything that caught my attention where a flag should have been thrown or anything like that. It looked like a clean
I think
play.
Saying, but you know, it's not like this is the first bad call refs has made this season, so
Yep.
It was kind of a cool play to look at it from what we looked at it from. So,
Yep.
And they got the win for it, and they can't take that back now.
Nope. That's all I've got for the week, or for this for tonight.
Well, and since we're audio only, that's probably good enough.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. So we're terribly sorry again about the technical difficulties. Maybe in season 7 we'll get all the bugs worked out.